Welcome to Moviecaps. Today, I will show you a science fiction thriller film from 2018, titled Freaks. Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. The film starts off with a girl, looking out of the window. She then moves to the side, and sees a banner outside. Suddenly, her father comes to the window and pulls her back, telling her that she should know how to hide, or the bad men will find her. The film then moves to the pair in the kitchen, where the little girl says that her name is Chloe Lewis. The 7-year-old has spent her whole life, cooped up in an abandoned house with her father, Henry, who prohibits her from leaving, for fear of being killed by the nasty man. Chloe then looks at a picture, and calls the lady in it her mother, and then we see a picture of what looks like her sister. The father and daughter then talk, and Chloe's father asks her about what the plan is, if he doesn't come back. Chloe says that she will hide in the closet, and if she runs out of food, she should go to the neighbors, and ask them to feed her. They then sit at the dinner table, where it looks like the father is giving her a lesson on how to survive. He even asks her to tell him about the money on the table. Suddenly, we see a shot of the father's eye bleeding, and Chloe asks him whether her mother's eye bled or not, and if hers would bleed as well. Her father just replies that he hopes her eyes never bleed. She would come to him immediately. The father then shouts in her face that she is not normal. Chloe starts laughing, and her father says that this is not funny. He says that she has to practice this as it is important. Chloe replies that if she doesn't, will she go to the mountain? Her father immediately looks annoyed, and asks her where she heard this name. Chloe simply says that she doesn't know how, but it seems like she has read his mail. The father then uses duct tape to close up the mail slot in the door. The film then moves to a shot of Chloe in her bed, as she hugs what looks like a drawn-on image of her mother on the pillow. She hugs it tightly, but then seems to hear the door of her closet banging. She picks up her torch, and starts to walk towards the door. When she opens it, she sees a girl sitting there, which causes her to scream. Chloe rushes back to her makeshift tent, and starts scribbling, "Go away, ghost, go away." We also see multiple shots of the pictures she has drawn, depicting screaming faces. Chloe then gets her father to check the closet, and he comes with a torch to see what was there, but finds nothing, and tells Chloe that she imagined it. The next day, someone pushes a book through the mail slot. Her father had taped it up, and when Chloe opens the book, she sees an ice cream truck. This prompts her to go to the window, where she sees a girl called Harper, buying ice cream. Chloe starts saying, "Harper, please get me ice cream," and the little girl brings her the ice cream. But before she is able to grab it, her father comes, and pulls her back. Meanwhile, Harper's mother comes, and starts talking to them. Chloe's father manages to push the neighbors away, and as punishment for opening the door, her father locks her in the closet, despite Chloe protesting. In the next shot, we see Chloe and Harper playing in the closet, where Chloe asks her if she can be her mother, and continues pestering her till Harper agrees. The next day, Chloe's father comes, and opens the door, and apologizes for his behavior. Chloe continued to say that she wanted ice cream, and her mother said that it was okay. Her father makes her promise that he will get her a bucket of ice cream, if she promises not to open the door ever again. One day her father comes rushing in from the grocery store, covered in blood. Chloe panics, and asks her whose blood it is, but the father just replies that it is someone else's. Chloe appears to be angry at her father, that he forgot the ice cream, and that she should have gone herself. Over time, she learns about abnormals, people with extraordinary talents, who are sought down by the government's Abnormal Defense Force, ADF, and held captive at Matic Mountain, an underground facility. The first time she steps out, she can't believe the beauty she is surrounded by. The ice cream truck driver asks her to get on board the truck, to have a look around. Chloe is hesitant at first, and even asks the man if there are bodies of frozen kids on board. But the driver scoffs at this, and asks her to get on quickly, as he has to sell ice cream to other children as well. The man then takes Chloe to the park. Chloe sits on a swing, and the man starts to push her. He tells Chloe about her mother, and how she was a special woman, and he tries to figure out her powers by scaring her, but it doesn't seem to work. Hearing Chloe's screams, a cop shows up, and starts pointing a gun at the man. He asks to see his eyes. The ice cream driver tells Chloe that this is the man that wants to kill them. Chloe starts to shout at the cop to go away, and suddenly he looks confused. He then puts away the gun, and goes away. The ice cream truck driver exposes himself to be Chloe's maternal grandpa Alan, who still thinks his daughter is alive. He gives Chloe some powder, and tells her that they can only meet if her father is asleep, and every time she hears the music of the truck, she should put this in her father's food, to make him go to sleep. Later that day, Chloe shouted at her father for lying to her, and telling her that she wanted a mom. Then the film cuts to a scene of Chloe sitting in her room, where she once again hears voices in her cupboard. As she enters, she sees a woman, and Chloe walks up to her, and pushes her hand away, and sees that it is Mary, her mother. Mary, at first, is shocked, then she says this isn't real, and starts to shout. Chloe is scared and rushes outside, closing the cupboard door. Later, Chloe is playing with her things, when she hears the sound of children playing from her cupboard. She opens the cupboard, and a number of children, including Nancy, come out. They go into her room, and start making fun of her for being a freak. Chloe is annoyed, and opens the door, and sees that the lady is back in the cupboard. She goes to her mother, and this time, Mary recognizes her and hugs her. It is revealed, Henry and Alan are abnormals, with Henry utilizing his time-traveling abilities, to force just a few months to pass outside the home, throughout his 7 years with Chloe. Henry brings Chloe to the Reeds, after realizing she has left home, and has been in communication with Alan, only to be turned away, when Chloe utilizes her skills on the Reed matriarch Nancy. Nancy then contacts the ADF, to deal with Chloe and her family, but Chloe convinces the agents, that the Reeds are abnormals, and they murder Nancy. Chloe begins to help Mary leave Matic Mountain, using her telepathic powers, but she is hampered by the appearance of ADF agent, Cecilia Ray, at the residence. When Henry and Alan try to deal with her, she tells Henry, that she knows the truth about him and his daughter, and that if they murder her, a drone strike would be ordered on the house. Ray promises to leave Chloe in government custody, but when he realizes Henry and Alan are stalling, they get into a fight, and Ray kills Alan, and fatally wounds Henry, before being murdered by Chloe. Henry utilizes his skills to alter time, and take his daughter out of the home, as it is destroyed by the drone, delaying the ADF agents, long enough for Chloe to assure Mary's escape. After Henry succumbs to his injuries, Mary comes, and kills the remaining ADF agents with her flying talents. Mary pledges to relocate Chloe, but Chloe refuses to remain concealed, claiming that no one can stop them from living wherever they wish. Mary accepts, moved by her daughter's confidence, and takes off with Chloe. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this.